Start it up. Welcome back to the MBH podcast, Money Buys Happiness. Before I get into the episode number, Dogecoin's on the fucking rise, boys.
Things moving.
We're fucking going to the moon for fucking real today.
Yeah.
Dean, how many coins you got of?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
We're going to the fucking
Guy's
moon.
got a huge dick, for sure.
Guy's dick's
I
massive.
know the type.
We're going to the fucking moon today, boys. Listen, it's season 3, episode 4. You already know what the fuck it is. We got an amazing guest here today. Jack Denmo. What the fuck's going on, bro?
What's going on, guys?
man?
Welcome to the show, dude.
Hey, thanks for having me here, man. Boys have already been getting wild the last couple of minutes. We're all in a good mood today. I found a parking spot on this street. I'm fucking pumped. Quick espresso shot to the
There you
dome.
go.
And I'm excited. I don't have any crypto though. So
No.
Not yet.
Got some FOMO right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
okay.
episode
Watch
you
me
might.
buy Dogecoin at like $4 and then goes back down to 1 cent.
Fuck, man. Well, look, we always like to start off just kind of introducing yourself. You're a pretty interesting guy. You know, it's the first time meeting you, but the fucking gram looks unreal.
Oh, good catered feed. Yeah.
So yeah, very catered feed. So maybe just give the viewers and listeners an idea of who you are, what you do, and all that good shit.
Okay, so I am a YouTuber, which is a fancy way of saying I just put videos on the internet. Kind of an asshole, I guess. Yeah, I put actor filmmaker there,
Yeah.
but realistically, I'm just a douchebag. So I started out a couple years ago. I was doing like UFC compilation videos,
Dope.
and then Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. Big fight came up.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, it'd be funny if I asked drunk people who they think would win.
Dope.
Did that, put it on the UFC channel, and then everyone's like, yo, you should start a channel just interviewing drunk people. And I was like, okay. Did that. Then I started doing pranks, movies. Next thing you know, I'm doing like, these long form TV series kind of things.
Yeah.
But essentially, yeah, I just make online content. But I've only been doing it like 3 years. Before that, I was, running a small business like you guys,
Dope.
just doing
Yeah.
entrepreneurship.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, technically, what you're doing is still entrepreneurship.
Technically,
Right?
yeah.
You're doing your own thing.
Yeah. It's
Interviewing drunk people, eh? That's a pretty fucking serious niche to get into.
It's niche as fuck, boys. Yeah.
Holy shit.
So that just came
man.
from like friends just saying, "Yo, you should do it."
Yeah, kind of. I mean, so I had this UFC channel, but nobody saw my face. They were just watching highlight reels of like UFC Conor McGregor savage moments.
Yeah. Dope.
But it was making me like good money because this was pre-adpocalypse.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was like, whoa, it'd be funny like to like show my face to everybody by doing a drunk interview.
Yeah.
And then all the people that were there for UFC, they're like, yo, we actually like you.
Yeah.
Talking
There you
to
go.
people.
There you go.
So then I just started doing random questions like, big dick versus big wallet, dumb stuff, stinky ass versus stinky pussy, like just degenerate stuff. But there's a huge market for degeneracy.
100%,
online,
dude.
right?
100%.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But why? Okay. I have a few questions.
Sure, man.
First, I was going to say why UFC, but even before that, YouTube. Like when were you like, hey, I'm going to go from being like a small business owner to let me just start fucking posting Conor McGregor savage moments?
Yeah. Okay. So let's reel it back. We'll go back, boys.
Yeah, let's reel
So
it back a little bit
I was
here.
19. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, and I just wanted to get away from my parents. So I took a trade school. Well, not that I didn't like my parents, but I wanted to get out of my city more.
Yeah,
my city.
Yeah.
So I went away to this school. I just Googled like highest paying job, and it was a trade called drilling.
Okay.
So I did a 2-year diploma drilling, and I was a musician. I wanted to be in a band, go on tour, like all that shit.
Okay.
But so I was doing that, and then I realized as soon as I graduated, I would get stuck doing a job for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And I would be making like 40, 50 an hour, but I'd be standing in Brampton in like 4 feet of mud, just switching drill casings all day on construction sites. I didn't want to do that. So I worked as a forest firefighter for 5 months.
Damn.
Because
Holy shit.
the fire season goes from April till September, which
Okay.
means I could do that in the summer, and then September I could go back to school.
Yeah.
So I could kind of have some flexibility there.
Okay.
Did that, went back to school, computer engineering, hated it, just fucking, cancer to my brain. I just didn't get it. And I was trying to be a musician. I entered this contest, and I lost. Then I flipped my car, got in a really bad car accident.
Wow.
Life flashed before my eyes. And after that, I was just like, I should start doing kind of like what I want.
There you go.
Went
Boom.
back to school for business. At this point, I'm like 22, I think. And I was in class one day and I was watching a UFC video and there's all these little ads on it. Like, you know, like non-skippable, those little yellow lines. I saw it and I was like, what are those? So I Googled it. I found out those are ads on videos. That's how you get paid. And then on the videos I was watching, like this guy didn't even own the content he was posting. It was just UFC. I was like, wait a second. So I could post other people's content, clickbait it. Monetize it. Started doing that. I remember making like $8. My friends were like, oh, okay. You know. Then I made $20. They were like, oh, you can buy a pizza. Sick dude. Then I made like $6,000. And they're like, dude, this Saturday, we're bringing our laptops. You have to train me how to do this. So I did that. And then I started making like a couple thousand a month. And it was going good. And then at this point, I was like, I guess 22 still. And then I eventually, like I was getting channels shut down because, you know,
the content and
copyright, right? Because I didn't own it. And I was like, what if I found a way to upload to YouTube, but I don't get copyright? So I could just do me, you know? So I just got to find out what there's a market for. And then I did the Connor versus Floyd thing and it just led to Drunk Interviews and Bob's Your Uncle.
Damn. So you were creating all this content on your own. You didn't have like a team or did you have anyone helping you?
No.
So you were just kind of learning on the go as well, right?
Yeah.
Teaching yourself?
Everything.
Damn, bro. Impressive.
Filming, editing, the whole thing.
Oh yeah. Well,
YouTube.
Basically I'd be like, boys, who's available tonight? And my brother would be like, what do you need help with? I'm like, let's go film Drunk Interviews. And he'd be like, okay. And that was it.
That's amazing. And
so till this day, you're still doing it on your own? Or you have some people that help you? Just,
well, I
guess
have
friends.
one guy that works for me full time. He does the TikTok, Shopify, all that stuff.
He's creating, I guess, the content for it or no?
Yeah,
he's just scheduling.
He's my filmer too, but like haven't been able to film lately because of you know, Schmovid.
Yeah.
So,
I love that. First time someone said that on this.
Repurposing his skills to social media stuff.
Yeah.
So okay, cool. Did you have any kind of like mentorship or anything growing up or that helped you along this kind of path?
Not really.
No, hey, you're just go. Any inspiration? Like, is there anyone you watch and you're like, yo, I kind of want to be like them? Is there Gary Vee? Like,
I mean, it's so fucking cliche, but you know, shout out to the boy Joe Rogie.
Yeah.
You know, our guy.
Yeah.
Actually, I had some good teachers. Then obviously, like my family members were cool. But I had one teacher that was teaching us in class because I was still in business while I was running this business or the compilation thing.
Yeah.
And he was telling us, he was doing a lecture one day on like how you can make money online, like online ads. And he was talking about like YouTube and stuff. Okay. And after class, I went up and I was like, yo, you're teaching this. I'm actually doing this. Yeah. And he's like, really? And I showed him all the analytics and you guys are marketers. So I pulled up all those like age demographics and he was just like, like getting excited and shit. Oh yeah. He was like, wait, you could tell what their interests are and what country they're from? Like,
your teacher.
And he's the one teaching it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then he started helping me. He, shout out to Kevin Means. He actually predicted the weed stocks to go up back in the day. Nice. He helped me set up a trade account and invest in like Canopy and all that shit.
Okay, this guy. This guy shows up in the suit. This guy shows up in the fucking suit. This guy comes with the tie on. Okay, we get it. We get it, bro. Dogecoin.
This is a wrinkly fucking piece of shit, dude. I bought this from Winners for $10.
But you know what's fucked up? I actually want to circle back for a second.
Yeah.
Because you fucking started fighting forest fires. You flipped your car. You almost died. You were a musician, and that was like from 19 to 22.
You're drilling.
Pretty much.
You were drilling.
Okay, so
you're drilling.
Fucking drilling. You know. Okay. Anyways,
the program's called Drilling and Blasting too, because we learned how to like
sign up. I have to sign myself up for that 119.
Need a clean criminal record.
Did those experiences help you at all when it comes now to creating the content actually, and maybe seeing what people pay attention to, what they like watching? Did those experiences help at all?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it gave me confidence that I can just do anything. Yeah. So I've been in so many situations where like there's a lot of awkwardness or like hesitation, you know, not wanting to take a chance or whatever, as well as like talking to groups. And one of the key tricks is convincing people to work for you for free. That was always a clutch move. Like if you can get guys to just help out with you and then help whatever their dream is, you can kind of help them as well. So it's like a shared.
It's a win-win.
It's a dub.
Yeah, it's a
dub
big
squared. But yeah, honestly, I think what took me so long is I guess there's a lack of confidence where you don't necessarily believe that you can make income for yourself or do what you want to do until you're like most people, I think, don't figure it out till they're in their 30s, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so I was blessed to like at 22 kind of
flip your car and then
dude, reset my life, man.
Damn.
It was sick.
That's crazy. So how old are you now?
26.
Okay.
Still
Still a
young.
young guy. Still a young buck.
Yeah.
Still a young
How old
buck
are
on
you
the
guys?
scene.
I'm 27.
I'm 25.
Oh, boys. Fuck.
Yeah, we're
Same age.
fucking all ready
Yeah,
to go
yeah.
over here.
All
Fucking
right.
crypto ready, bro.
We're fucking ready to go,
Fucking-
Doge.
This guy's been holding Doge since 2010.
So we know you're in the content game, obviously.
Yeah.
How has the pandemic affected that for you?
Oh, it just took a giant fucking diarrhea dump all over it, dude.
Beauty. That's good. So
Shit, dude.
have you kind of adapted? I know you were saying that you kind of maybe are doing some different investments as well. So how have you adapted as a content creator with the times that we're in right now?
Ooh, it's been tough because like my main shtick is like I act like a wild man in videos and fuck with people pretty
Yeah.
much,
Yeah.
like pranks, pickup lines, drunk interviews.
Yeah.
So I'm always going to like places where there's people aged 18 to 30.
Yeah.
I like to call them like watering holes.
Yeah.
And just filming it. And Ontario, we got like 30 universities. They're all super close to one another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's easy. I could just get in my beater and just drive 1 hour this way. Fuck around with people for 5 hours and boom, that's a video.
Yeah.
So what I was actually doing before though is because I was still like working I had this property management business. We'll get into that later. It sucked.
Amazing though.
It was okay.
Okay, no, that's a good business.
Funny story on that one too. But so I was doing that, but I realized like people when they watch these videos, they want to see like a nice sunny background.
Yeah.
Canada though, it's cold most of the year.
Yeah.
So September, I'd be like, fuck it. I'm gonna film 4 pranks a day, release them all throughout winter.
Okay, sick. Okay.
Building
September.
the bulk up. That's
The
smart.
bulk, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to.
Bulk post, season 5. We're filming right now.
There you go.
No?
We're all about bulk. So that's very smart.
So I did that, and
Okay.
I filmed like 50 of these pranks. But then COVID hit. But I
Yeah.
had all Schmovid. Sorry, COVID gets demonetized.
Yeah.
Boys. It's
Yeah.
fucking dumb.
Schmovid.
Schmovid. And yeah, depression. But anyways, so I had all these, and I was posting them throughout the winter. But some of these I was posting, I was like, as a lack of better words, creative, I guess. I progressed, but I was posting stuff from like 6, 7, 8 months ago.
Yeah.
And it was like an older version of me that hadn't really, like I wasn't doing anything new. People loved it, but I felt myself, I was like, I'm posting all this old shit,
Because it's old.
But
Like,
you
even
know
though
it's
they
old.
don't.
They don't
I know
yeah.
it's old.
Yeah.
Well, no, some guys would be like, dude, what the fuck? It's snowing outside right now. What the fuck? This dude's walking around in a t-shirt, But yeah, so I was doing that for a while, but then I kind of got to the point where I realized the reason I got into it in the first place is because I saw a huge opportunity in, young drunk people or partying and like pranking and stuff like that. So that's why I got into it, but it wasn't necessarily fulfilling to me. I kind of like got bored of it because, it's a lot of the people that I'm doing these videos with, I don't have much in common with them. So I'm trying to transition into like acting and filmmaking, but
So
yeah.
is that why the bio
Oh yeah.
The bio change?
Yeah, little bio change. I used to have some other shit in there. I think I had like a man that does what he wants for like 5 years.
You got. I think
Nice.
you got man on a mission right now.
Man on a mission?
mission.
Yeah, upgraded.
I love it.
The switcheroo. Yeah.
Okay, so you're trying to make that transition, and that's why you're saying you're doing like more long format
Yeah.
content now.
Yeah, so I got this show, it's called Virgin Squad, and
Yeah.
it's basically a portfolio that I can go to a network or a production company and be like, look, it doesn't even have to be a show about virgins, it could be a show about anything, but like I can create a show, get this much people interested and engaged, and market it.
Yeah.
So it's like a case study, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Of course.
Yeah.
So you're prepping for maybe a bigger media agency to come on.
Yeah, something like that. I've been talking with some people.
Okay, so what is
Okay.
what is Virgin Squad?
Okay, so Virgin Squad started out as a joke. Me and my buddies, I would always tell them, like, hey, it'd be funny if I did this. And I realized I was telling people it for months, but I wasn't actually doing it.
Yeah.
And then one day I'm like, yeah, as it usually goes. And
Yeah.
then one day I'm actually like, yo, let's do it. So I got like all my friends, we rallied up, we all put on suits like this and
Okay.
found a fucking
Okay.
virgin. We found a couple virgins. One of them lied. So, he was cut right away.
You're done.
Guy fucked. So
Guy Fox.
couldn't have him. But anyways, yeah. And then we went to a club, had this huge night. It was fucking awesome. And then I made it into like an 1.5-hour movie.
Yeah.
Like spent
Holy
all this time
shit.
editing it. And yeah, it was like after publishing that, I was like, this is the most satisfied I've ever been. Because I literally made like a film.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Filmmaker.
yeah, film. God, I'm a creative guy.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm an entrepreneur. But so after that, though, I realized it took me like 2 months to edit it, and it wasn't really sustainable because I'm using like Led Zeppelin songs, fucking no AdSense on it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
lots of swearing and tits and shit.
Yeah.
So the way to monetize it to make it more sustainable for the effort would be to break it into a multi-episode TV series.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what season 2 is. Now we got the show Virgin Squad, and it's like an 8 or 9 episode season.
Dope.
Yeah.
So what do you do in the episodes though?
So like the first episode, we meet the Virgin, talk to
Dope.
him, just tell him the game plan.
Okay.
Episode 2, we took him to a fucking H&M thrift store, get him a fuckboy outfit.
Oh my
like
God, this is
ripped
amazing.
jeans, white tee, all that shit.
That's so crazy.
Ripped jeans.
Episode 3, took him to get a haircut, you know, like at a sick ass barber shop,
Yeah.
you know, fade, all
Yeah.
that.
This actually ran all in one day.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
It was allegedly filmed in 2 days.
Oh,
Damn.
okay.
Allegedly. But yeah, giant turd polish for sure. Milked it to a whole season. Ideally, I'd film a new episode every week, but
Yeah.
it just wasn't doable because of Schmovid.
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing too. It was hard to make it like, you know, happy because
Yeah.
it's gray, it's raining,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
snowing, everything's closed, there's masks.
No one's walking around and shit. Yeah.
No. We were gonna have the Virgin go and pick up girls in real life. Like I was
Yeah.
gonna put the wireless mic on him
Yeah.
and then like
You let him go.
have the headphones and be like, you know, say this.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah. Oh, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, but can't do that, boys.
So
Okay.
you got big plans, I guess, after the pandemic then to kind of be
Yeah.
a little bit more lenient with your filming and stuff like
Pretty
that.
much, yeah. Like
Yeah.
I'm thinking about going to the States, filming there,
Dope.
and then you know
You
I
can go there now
want to
too if you want.
kind of build a team that can make it more fun to film
Yeah.
with. Because when you're doing all this by yourself, it's exhausting,
So
bro.
so you must take some inspo from the Nelk Boys, because I feel like there's a similar vibe there.
yeah, for sure. Like
with their squad, and they got their team of videographers, editors, the whole thing, right? And they're fucking. You don't have just one of you have 5 of you who all do like fucking ridiculous shit.
oh, when you have a crew of yes men around you,
Yeah.
it's so easy to do shit.
yeah, exactly.
Like, because you have like all your boys that kind of just back up your idea.
yeah.
right?
They're like, yeah, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fun, right? But if you're by yourself fucking with people, it gets old quick. Because like I wasn't the kid in school that was like blowing up Barbie dolls with TNT and shit. I was just like, I was funny, but I wasn't fucking with people.
Yeah.
You know? But there's a huge market for that, man. Like
Oh,
just trolling.
massive. So then I guess so from there, you have the merch.
Yeah.
So how does this come into play? Because
Talk to
now
us
this
about
is,
the merch, yeah.
this is- I guess this what makes you an entrepreneur.
People
right?
want merch, man.
Yeah.
I could give a fuck, honestly, about shirts. When somebody tells me that they're an entrepreneur and they sell t-shirts, I'm like, sick, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Congrats, bro. Wow, you're a
Best
legend.
of luck, no?
Sick, dude. And I mean, they make money doing it, but when I think of entrepreneurship, I think like solving a problem.
Yeah.
And no problem was ever solved by a fucking $70 t-shirt. Okay.
It's true.
Anyways, though, with that being
Good
said,
point.
yeah, I sell merch because
Yeah.
the fans want it, man.
Of course.
They
Yeah.
ask me, and in a perfect world, I could make content where I don't have to like sell anything to make money,
Yeah.
but YouTube just fucks daddy in the ass.
Of
Like, my AdSense is shit.
Yeah.
So in order to support me, I have the merch available for people to buy.
Yeah.
And it's clean. It's nice.
Beauty.
And so then I guess so then the Virgin Squad stuff, it's not necessarily you trying to monetize right in the moment. I feel like just from hearing what you're telling me, a lot of it is actually brand building,
Yeah.
right?
I guess, I mean,
Of yourself though, like just building up kind of your personal brand so that you're able to kind of take on bigger work.
yeah, I want it to be way less about me though. I'd rather it just be about like the show.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough when you're the main guy though.
I know.
Yeah.
But I thought about that. Like, 'cause my channel's Jack Denmo, but
Yeah.
if I ever decide to do something else, the channel is completely reliant on just me.
Yeah.
But if I have something like Virgin Squad, it's like a premise, like Bachelor.
Of course.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Something
Well, I
like
guess
that.
that's why you kind of took that route, right?
Yeah.
But okay, but even your socials now, for example,
Mhm.
you're dude, what do you have, like fucking 70,000, 75,000? You're
Yeah.
cruising.
On
You're
Instagram.
fucking cruising.
Yeah.
How did that come to be?
Just
How-
take
how
clips
long?
from the videos, just post them.
Yeah.
You know? I stopped posting. I used to post like 2 or 3 clips a day, and I was getting a lot of growth from that. But I think Instagram's cancer. So I hate being on it. I hate that we're all on it, and I hate the way I feel when I use it.
Mhm.
So I guess I got less interested in posting to grow it because I was like, I'm growing it. I guess I'll get more opportunities, more money, but those didn't really motivate me because the trade-off of like being on there, you're like comparing yourself to others, you're
Yeah.
playing this game. I don't know, it just didn't really motivate me.
I think that's where it comes down to the thing that we always say. It's how you use it and what
Yeah.
you use it for. And then I think it becomes a thing of you have to just be self-aware and strong enough person. You see what I'm saying? Because like
Yeah.
people go on
You
there.
gotta
sure.
you gotta be able to, I think, create instead of just consume. And it's hard to, easier said than done, right? You're just on and you start looking around. But if you can get in the kind of habit of just checking it out to see your real inspo, going to look at Joe Rogan a bit.
Joe Rogan, man.
Hopping off, but it's tough, right? You get into that rabbit hole and just on and just staring at shit, consuming, right? But we try to preach that if you can create more than consume, you're using it as more of a tool, and I think it'll help your mental a bit too.
Oh, 100%, man. Yeah.
So, I mean, in terms of IG, it for sure helped you in terms of getting people to YouTube.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, usually YouTube carries followers to
both, right?
IG.
Like,
yeah. I don't think anybody's finding me on IG and checking out my YouTube. Maybe some people, but it's usually the other way.
If you have 75,000 people, they're 100%.
Yeah.
Check the analytics, bro.
Oh yeah, I never checked the analytics.
Check the fucking what's the teacher's name?
My old teacher, Kevin Means.
Kevin Means,
legend.
Bro. Tell this guy to check the fucking analytics, bro, because we can see everything.
I was gonna ask you, do you ever experience burnout from creating content?
Oh yeah.
What do you do to kind of combat that and fucking get through it, or do you just take a week off?
Like, you just kind of just push through it, honestly. Like, because I've gone times where like when I did Virgin Squad, the first movie, I remember 14 days in a row, I would just go to this university library, sit in a corner, and just edit for like 18 hours a day.
Damn.
But I knew that once it was released, I could take a couple days off to chill. So yeah, I've gone through phases where I tried to have a balanced life, take weekends off. But like the balance part of having a balanced life only comes when there's shit to do on weekends, and there isn't right now.
Yeah. So you feel like you're just in a constant like rut almost.
Yeah.
Right?
Then you'll feel like you're working, but then there's the days you take off. There's nothing to do. So what do? You go on your phone. You see other people working. You go, I'm not doing anything right now.
There you go. You feel unproductive, right?
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle, man.
And then I'm curious because obviously what you do isn't it has become more of a conventional thing. I guess parents are understanding the YouTube world. There's money to be made there because you're seeing fucking 20-year-olds driving like fucking Maseratis, Lamborghinis. How did your family take it when you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna drill and blast anymore. I'm actually gonna take this thing full time.
I'm like the only guy in my family that's never gone to university. And at first that scared like my mom, because she's like, she has her master's degree. She's a teacher, super smart. And my whole family, they're all really intelligent. So they would always be like, hey, like, what are you going to do for school? What are you in right now? And my dad, he was more entrepreneurial. So he was always like, whatever makes you happy. And then it took a while, but my mom eventually came around to that. But I remember like even like a year and a half ago, my mom would call me and she'd be like, hey, I was looking at this university program at Brock or something, Queens. And I was like, Mom, like I don't want to go to, I'm done. Yeah. But I was worried because the very first time I had, each year you see the whole extended family on like Christmas and shit.
Yeah. You get around seeing everybody.
Yeah, so I was like 3 months into YouTube and I just hit like 2,000 subs or something, but the videos were going super viral on Facebook in Hamilton, and it was just me doing those fucking degenerate drunk interviews, and my cousins saw them and they're all like 15, 16, so I was like, shit, like I'm gonna go to Christmas.
They're gonna say some shit.
No, I'm not gonna say anything, but they're gonna say some shit. Yeah, and I was worried because I'm like, I'm a very laid back guy, and I guess my family never saw the funny part of me to that extent, plus the vulgarity. So I was kind of worried of what they'd think about it, but they were all super cool with it.
That's jokes. That's amazing.
Well, I guess because they probably see you just doing something you love, right? But I think it's always hard, especially like, for the first thing being drunk interviews.
Yeah.
It's not like you're like, hey, I'm going to go start a channel and talk about fucking the environment. You're like, hey, I'm actually just going to go interview drunk people in Hamilton.
Yeah, I came out of the gates guns fucking blazing.
Yeah, you came guns blazing. Yeah. Guns fucking blazing.
But it set the tone.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do whatever the fuck you want at this point. You were doing the
demonetized the shit out of my channel, but blacklisted me from the recommended. But
No, it's crazy.
You have any new projects that are coming up that you've been working on?
Just the Virgin Squad right now.
So you're going all in with that?
Oh yeah, it takes like 90 hours to edit one episode because I do all those nice transitions. Get the nice Rolling Stones coming in, the fucking subtitles. It's a lot of work.
And you do it all.
Yeah. I have my one guy helps me with like subtitles and stuff, but for editing videos, I'm so fucking anal about it.
You're picky about it, so you want to,
yeah.
But then how do you grow, right?
That's the bottleneck, buddy. That's what I'm working on now. I'm starting to find ways to do better financially so I can just have a full-time editor and then oversee them to like do it close enough to mine, because if I had my own editor and filmer, and like only 2 or 3% of my time is actually on camera.
Yeah.
So like all the videos I post, 97% of the work is behind the scenes.
It's all behind the scenes, yeah.
If I could reduce that though, I could put up like 6 videos a week, man.
I think that's the fucking
Focus
move.
more on that part, being in front of the camera, right?
Yeah. Gary Vee says, you know, perfection or some shit like that.
He says a lot. Perfection.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Gratitude.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're the brand, though.
Yeah.
Like you are the brand. I know you're saying you're trying to get away from that, but I think there's power. There's power to your personal brand.
I find it's easier to build the brand when you have someone behind it, someone as a face.
Yeah.
Because people relate with you more.
I'd like to be Seth Rogen. That's what I'd like to be. That's the fucking dude.
I get those vibes.
He acts in the movies. He writes them.
Yeah.
And then he helps produce them and stuff like that.
It's part of the whole process.
But whoever he plays, people don't go on the street and like be like, oh, you're that guy from the... Yeah. The thing with YouTube is whoever you play in the videos, people don't see it as acting. They see it as, oh, that's you.
Yeah.
You're just a crazy fuck.
They don't separate it. Yeah, true. Okay.
In acting, though, they do separate it. And also, like... I mean, it'd be like, think about this. Like if I wanted to start a podcast, everything's already set up. Everybody knows how to set it up. They know their roles, how to do it. Like a movie set. You show up, you got the light guys, the camera guys, you got, the script is already practiced. Everybody is already set up, and then you just show up and perform your role. And I think that's like the best position to be in, because then you don't have the headache of all that other shit.
Of course, but you get to focus on what's next too.
Yeah.
Big picture.
Yeah, like pro athletes, they have a fucking they don't do their taxes. They don't have time. They're kicking balls in nets, bro. They don't have time for that shit.
It's true. So I guess that's a focus and trying to build out a team, maybe.
Yeah, that's my
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
No, that's insane, man. I think it's just an interesting concept, and I think that now people are becoming more comfortable. Like, okay, you walked in here and you're like, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a YouTuber, but like it's a real fucking thing though. Like, you know what I mean? It's a real thing. I'm like, okay, and you've demonetized the shit out of your account, fine.
Yeah.
But like,
blew it.
but like, I always circle back to the fucking Nelk boys, okay? Because like, I think those guys are legends. You can even look at a guy like you're saying there's a huge niche for. I don't think it's a niche anymore. There's just a huge a group of people who just love degenerate shit.
Yeah.
Look at Barstool Sports.
Yeah.
There's a whole brand built on degenerates.
Classic Barstool, man. I did a case study on them a couple years ago. I removed it, but they built a whole empire just stealing people's content, posting it on Instagram, and then niching it into pages and starting podcasts to sell merch.
Beauty.
Fucking $1 million Barstool idea.
Dude, the fucking guy's worth like $100 million.
Oh, Dave Portnoy?
Dave Portnoy, the guy's a fucking legend.
Just walking around eating pizzas, no?
Walking around eating pizzas?
Yeah, honestly, he does, like, he's into pizza and sports. He's got the perfect job, bro.
And he made a living out of it. And I think that's the respectable aspect of it. So whether you like the guy or you don't, you have to respect what he's done. Yeah. And so I guess for you, maybe on a little bit of a smaller scale, you're walking around interviewing drunk people.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you're doing it because you enjoy it. And if you can make a living from it, why not? Or at least if it leads you into
a new opportunity,
it's there, right? But and then I think you circle back and you say, well, that's the portion of your personal brand that just has to continue growing forever, right?
It's a blessing if you're born knowing what you're into, or 100%. Like figure it out.
I think you got to try a lot of things out, right? Like drilling. It's true. Try out drilling,
blasting.
See if you like it.
Oh, it sucked.
Try some blasting.
You know what I mean? Go fight some fires, and then figure out what you really want. I want to ask you, because I know a lot of people that are like they want to start a YouTube. They're so hesitant though. They're
fuck these guys.
I know, but do you have some advice for them? Because they need it. They need it.
It's funny. We were talking about Dogecoin earlier. I got a buddy that's right now sending me pictures of showing me how much Dogecoin is going up. He has no Dogecoin. He's just showing me how much it's going up, man.
That's fun.
Zed, buddy, just fucking buy some Dogecoin, dude. But yeah, dude, I guess the advice would be, honestly, the best advice I could give that nobody else is giving is just get off your phone, because it just eats away at your time, distracts you.
Okay.
And it's very easy for you to kind of go numb and push it off to later if there's more interesting shit in front of you.
Get demoralized a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, because realistically, like, you got, 24 hours in a day, 8 hours you're working, 2 or 3 hours you're eating food, coming home, commuting. And then you have another at least 5 or 6 hours. And those are spent on TikTok or shitty relationships, video games.
Yeah. If
you just took all that away and focused on what it is you like, and you did that for like 3 to 5 months, then you could have a nice thing going. So
then outside of the content creation and what you're doing, what do you like to do? What's your fucking thing?
Oh man, honestly, I'm a workaholic. All I've been doing is content creation. I used to I like to go see comedy like comedy shows, movies, hiking.
Nice.
Just like hanging out with people, helping people, really.
Yeah.
You know, helping them do shit.
Interview some drunk people.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, that started out just as it was actually kind of fun to do when I did it.
Yeah, of course.
I'd run into people at the club I knew because they were still partying. And, you know, when it's a great way to meet people too.
Of course.
So easy.
1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%.
You just meet friends.
Okay, so now you have this brand, and you have the Virgin Squad, and you have this merch, and you know you're saying so you got some fans.
Yeah.
Like, what was that like? Because I feel like that's always like an interesting thing that happens when you're like, oh shit, I actually have people who are a fan of me and what I do. Yeah, like I guess kind of elaborate on that, because I feel like that's it's a weird thing. It's just a weird thing in general.
Yeah.
No,
that's
it's
true.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I don't know. Whenever I meet fans, I just try to be the best person possible.
Yeah.
Because I've met big famous YouTubers that are just cunts. And here's the fucked up thing. They'll be cunts to people, but they'll be nice to me. Because, you know, I'm like an established YouTuber.
Yeah.
Right? But I've also seen both sides. Like, I've met YouTubers when I was nothing. And then I've met them after I had a nice audience. And they've treated me differently.
Yeah.
And I've kind of experienced that. So whenever I meet people, regardless of what they do, I just treat them all the same. Yeah. And I think that it's good to like ask them about what's going on with them, because you know, fans, they usually all ask me and they want to talk about me, but like I am me. I know me. I don't want to talk about me. I want to know what's going on with you.
Yeah.
So I always just try to inspire fans and like get them to do what they want to do, because if you ask a fan, they always have something they want to do. Like, hey man, what do you want to do? And they go, well, I did want to do this. And then you got to be like, dude, you just got to do it.
Just give them some reassurance, right?
Yeah.
Was there like a fan base though, in Hamilton? I guess because if you're saying the shit was going
hater base too.
I was gonna ask about that.
Yeah. So because when I first put out the videos, man, all the bars thought that I was like doing a hit piece on them, basically trying to make them look like shit, but I was just trying to make a funny video. And it just so happened that a lot of bars got in trouble with the city, and people that were friends of workers at the bars hated me, like security guards hated me, club owners hated me.
Yeah.
And then I met with some of them, and they kind of understood, because you know, I don't know, you guys seem pretty chill on your podcast, but in my videos, right, I'm doing these very polarizing antics and questions. So it's easy for me to come off as a huge cunt, right? But when I talk to people in real life, they go, oh, he's normal, I guess. So I bridged the gap, and then basically Hamilton's probably my biggest fan base. Because of the Hess videos.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Unreal, man. That's crazy. And then you obviously, you must be collaborating to some extent. I haven't really taken a look, but like you know Nima, and whatnot.
Savage.
And
savage.
Love that fucking guy.
Complete savage. What is the collaboration like? What is the community like in YouTube? Because you're saying, you know, you met some YouTubers once you built an audience. You met some of them when you didn't. What's that community like? What's that like? Is there do you find there's a lot of collaboration? Do you find that it's kind of like hit or miss? People are like, fuck that guy. Like,
I'm on the fence about it, man. Sometimes like looking into it, like it's very toxic, man. There's lots of drama between YouTubers and like even prank channels, because to be a prankster, you're essentially fucking with people all the time. And like some people are actually just assholes. Others, they just see the opportunity in it. Of course. So it's an interesting position to be in, because I consider myself more like an actor, producer kind of thing, but I definitely play that character. But so as far as collaborations go, I haven't really done any of them. I probably should, because it would help my brand a lot. And a lot of the big YouTubers I do know, they always tell me like, you got to go to LA, you got to do collabs. That's how you grow. But I just, it seems kind of fucking toxic, man. I could do it, make more money, and I'm probably going to, but I'm definitely going to go in with open arms. And I remember I told this one guy, it's a huge YouTuber, the same thing. And he's like, man, it's not about making friends, it's about making money. And I was like, yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, he's not wrong. I was gonna say, I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised you haven't made it out to the States, because I think if you took that concept of just the fucking drunk interviews and you went to like college campuses on the States, like you're laughing. Like,
Yeah, it's true.
The shit you would get,
yeah.
the content you would capture would be unreal.
I was in Miami for a month. Did a bunch of drunk interviews.
Oh, did you?
Oh, okay.
That's a
Didn't
great
post
place
them
to
yet.
go.
Yeah.
No,
Keep
come
it
on.
in the safe. Keep it in the
Bro,
safe.
it's in the vault.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
We gotta
yeah.
see it. We need 10 videos a day, bro.
I know. I'm working on it.
Gary Vee would be so upset. Gary Vee would be so
Fucking
upset.
met Gary Vee, bro.
No.
No
yeah.
way.
Yeah, I got a picture with him.
Stop this.
I got a video too
Where'd you meet him?
in Toronto.
Holy shit.
This fucking shit called Haste and Hustle a couple years
Okay.
ago. I stole a pillow from his pop-up shop too.
Dope.
Got it in my room. And a pair of his shoes signed, bro.
Wait, you stole the shoes too?
No.
Okay.
Which one? The
I
Swiss,
won the shoes.
The
I won the
Swiss
shoes.
one, the K-Swiss ones, whatever.
Yeah, the yellow and
Dope.
black ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a G, bro.
So what the fuck did he say to you?
So he was signing people's shoes, taking photos and shit. And I went up and I was like, Gary, like, I've been doing my own thing for about a year now, working hard, but like all my friends are just doing like shit they don't like, and they're working jobs they don't like, they're in school they don't care about. How do I get them to kind of do what I'm doing? Because I know they'd be a lot happier.
Yeah.
And I said that to him, and he's like, man, how long you been doing it? Like a year, paraphrasing here. And then I was like, he's like, yeah, just give it 2 or 3 more years, then they'll start paying attention. And I was like, okay, it's good advice. You know,
And
Yeah.
was he right?
kinda, not really. I mean, he was correct, but like, you know, you guys know what it's like. You're in your mid-20s now, so you're out of your college era where like people are just always down to hang out, and then schmovid, there's no excuse to get together. So people just kind of get tucked into whatever
Their own bubble.
factory job they're working is nice
Yeah.
and safe. They start dating a 5 and she's cool, kisses them on the forehead, and fucking, you know, they
Make some breakfast, you know.
Bro, yeah, it's so easy for your dreams to just pooch.
You
Next
can
thing
get
you
comfortable
know,
real quick if you
oh
want.
yeah. Plus you got fucking the government's just, hey, take some money. Here's some
Yeah.
fucking syrup.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
don't see anybody though.
Yeah.
And,
That's a whole nother story.
Yeah, I would love to like get all my close friends and like kind of get them to chase their dreams and stuff. But I've also accepted that people are different too.
Of
Like,
course.
you know, I'm kind of crazy, so a lot of people don't have that drive to create the way I do.
Yeah.
So
And I guess has that kind of brought you almost like a new group of friends in a way? Like
Kinda.
have you know what I mean? Like
yeah, so when I was doing a business before as a property manager, and even when I was editing videos, I was always meeting people. So I'd always meet like, you know, tradesmen and small business owners that were out at bars and stuff. But I would always love working in a public space, like a cafe or a library, on my laptop, because, you know, that way you're out of the house. It feels like you have a normal job.
Yeah.
I used to, oh man, the 10-15 minute drive to the fucking coffee shop.
Yeah.
It felt like work. Put
Yeah.
on the radio. Oh, loved it. So I'd go there, and then there'd be other dudes around my age on their laptop, and I'd be like, hey dude, like, what do you do? They'd be like, oh, I'm drop shipping.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, hey, I run a small business too. And next thing you know, like, I have this huge circle of misfits that are kind of doing the same thing.
Beauty.
And the first Virgin Squad was all just friends of mine that I met like in fucking libraries.
Were you always putting like the tie on though? When
No, no, bro.
Was the tie always going on for work or what?
No, tie was never coming on, man. No, I wanted us to look like Reservoir Dogs for the first movie
Yes.
with the tie. But even nowadays, I'm like, there isn't enough shit going on to even wear a tie. So I was like, I'm coming to Toronto, doing some podcasts. May as well. Like,
That's an excuse.
yeah, man. You got the cape on.
I got the cape today, guys. I'm going
show 'em
full
the cape,
cape.
show
All
'em
right,
the
we're going
cape.
full cape here, guys.
Holy fuck.
We're going full cape. Shout out Simple Man, eh?
Yeah, that is
That's
a
my
sick
guy.
flat. That's
Wait,
nice.
so hold on a second. I just because I'm looking at the account now.
Yeah.
Virgin Squad.
rocket.
Did he smash?
Boys, you got to watch the fucking show.
Okay.
What kind of question is that?
That's true.
I was like, I guess that kind of gives it away.
Man, the first, did you guys see the first movie? First Virgin Squad?
No.
Take it no?
No.
Okay, that's,
Is that the one? The go-to first?
well, spoiler guys, the end of the first movie, there was a girl super down to fuck the virgin, but they were just so drunk. And then she was puking in my bathroom. And I was
Wow.
like, I got to veto this. I got to stop this.
Yeah.
And then he called a cab, sent her and her friends home. Everything was good. The virgin was heartbroken.
Of course.
But like, you know, if I like allowed that to happen though,
That's a-
like,
that's
you
a
know,
big
could have got
problem.
David Dobrik hard.
Yeah.
So fucking
And sorry, is this the beater?
The beater? Oh, that's the whip. Yeah. So
Show the
sick.
cam. Show the cam. We got
this is the beater gang.
He's flying around
Hashtag
here.
beater gang. Can we get that in there?
Oh,
it's not bad. It's not fucking bad.
Buddy, 96. It's beautiful.
So just pulling up the bars, hopping out of that thing.
No. I'd usually take a fucking Uber or something.
Okay, good.
Get a buddy to drive.
Okay, so you guess you were getting drunk too.
Were you drunk during those times too?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Like at first it was fun. You go with your buddies, get drunk. But then like I would do them sober too because, you know, I take them more seriously. But like talking to drunk people when you're sober, it's the fucking worst, man. It's like you're the different levels.
Yeah, you have to be sauced. Yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of have to get on their level, right?
Yeah.
And pranks, always sober. Yeah.
Do you have like a little routine you do to gain the confidence to go out there? Like, do you do something pre-film? No, just get out there, dude.
No, if I did have a routine, it would be just go out with friends. Because when you're with friends, you get loose real easy.
Yeah.
So that's the sauce.
Okay, so now because we have Schmovid, right? We won't get too into it, but it's around, and it is what it is. It's probably going to be here for a while, the way things are looking.
Yeah.
What's the plan for you? Like, what's the next step? How are you going to continue doing what you're doing? Because at some point you're going to run out of the content. I don't know how long, but
yeah, it's a good question.
And then what's the goal from there, right? Because let's say this shit never goes back to normal to a certain extent. Like, you can't keep running those. What's the move?
Well, Schmovid hit me at a very critical point in my life where I was kind of, as much as I did enjoy growing the brand and everything like that, I did wake up one day and I was like, I'm interested in much bigger things than like, drunk interviews and pranks. But at the same time, I haven't made a big enough brand or enough money yet that I can just easily hop into other stuff. Plus, the opportunity cost is there. So it kind of hit me where I was like, I definitely can keep doing these kind of things for a couple more years, but I need to have it as like some kind of brand. So that way, when I step away into something like filmmaking, I would have, I could still kind of capitalize on this audience that wants this. As far as like new series goes and stuff like that though, the Virgin Squad show, it's going to be like a portfolio to kind of show people what I can achieve.
Okay.
And get it picked up by like a network or something like that, and then have other people produce it with me so that I can be more on camera more.
Okay.
And then, maybe start a podcast. I want to do like, when you're capable of doing multiple things, you almost feel obligated to do all of them at once.
Yeah.
So there's like 7 or 8 things I want to do, but realistically, I should probably stick to 1 or 2 things that I like the most. Yeah. The problem is there's so much opportunity with the other ones.
Of course.
Yeah.
Drunk interviews, pranks.
Yeah. No, 100%.
I think you'd kill a podcast too, bro.
Yeah, podcasting's easy, buddy.
Yeah.
You'd kill it,
It'd
bro.
be fun. Yeah.
It is
I had
the easiest.
one back in the day.
Okay. What happened to it?
Juice wasn't worth the squeeze, man. I was getting way more views on the other shit.
Yeah, had to focus.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Podcasts are hard in terms of growing.
No, they're hard in terms of being super consistent with them. That's how you grow the podcast.
If you're social, it's real. Like, you guys are social people, so this is just talking is very natural to both of you. It's bread and butter for you guys, right? But
that's all I know how to do. But I don't know how to do really many things, bro. There's only a few.
We're gonna make this into a reel
things that I know how to do, and one of them is talking. So we're like, you know what? Put the fucking cams on. Didn't get the fucking cams on. It's Doge going to the fucking moon.
You'd be amazed how many people can't do this. Yeah. Like, they watch my videos and they go, "Oh my god, how do you just talk to people?"
But it takes time, like even us, the first podcast was like a little bit.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
You should have seen our first one, bro.
Don't laugh, eh?
You can't even hear me. I'm like this far away from the mic.
It was bad. It was actually
talking,
pretty brutal. It was actually pretty brutal.
Okay. Things take time,
It'll take time, but
it helps that there's 2 of you, man. If it was just one of you, those awkward silences.
Also the flow. Yeah, for sure.
You have to fill gaps and shit.
We ran into some technical difficulties, and we had to do that Roman Babber one.
Yeah.
By myself, and it was fucking fucked. I have to say, it was fucked.
They threw you in the deep end, eh?
Threw me in the deep end. It was last second. It was like, all right, you're on your own. I'm like, you know what I mean? But
Ernesto, what happened, buddy?
We couldn't get the mics going, and I threw this guy under the bus. Oh. No, I knew he was ready though. I knew he was ready.
All right, it's all you. Go for it. I'm like,
Dean lost the mic. Fuck. Just throw Dean under the bus.
And then he Roman had to go to like a really important meeting after, and we were cutting into his time, and he was just like,
there's a lot of pressure in the room. There was
bro,
tension, eh?
Yeah, it was so much tension.
Fuck.
But I think I fucking busted a huge nut all over that one, to be honest. I think.
You don't think you did good on it?
No, I did. I think it was great. No, it was great. It was a great thing. Because it was a good nut.
Nice.
It was a great nut.
busted on Roman, eh? Big fat nut.
Not on him.
Fucking Doug Ford came on him, and so did you.
Holy shit.
Both you guys are
Poor
busted nuts
Dougie.
now, eh?
Poor
Fuck
Dougie.
Yo, I've met Doug. He's a beauty too.
Is
No.
Yeah, he's
No,
actually.
he's not. No, don't
yeah,
say
you
that.
guys can't. You know,
We're cutting
No,
that one
don't
out of the
say that.
podcast. We're gonna make our first edit
This is the
ever.
first
you
edit.
can judge the lockdown stuff, but in person, he's a great guy. I have a picture with him, bro. Posted on April Fool's Day. People love that. Yeah.
People
Damn.
change, though. I'll say that. People change. I think it's time you ask him the question because I would
Yeah.
love to hear his answer on this.
Oh
Listen.
fuck! Here we go. What are these, by the way? Water?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
have one
grab one.
actually.
Hey, send me one of those.
It's the
I'm
most
fucking
pretentious
parched.
can I've ever seen.
That's,
What are
that's
these?
sparkling. You want
Still or
sparkling?
sparkling? Which
Sparkling?
one?
Still, I guess.
Still? So we'll switch it up here.
Fucking
She
still.
gives a little
That's
spruce.
some
Here,
drama.
you gotta
You're
grab from the
spruce.
white. Grab
See
from the
this?
white.
Yeah.
Like that, and you flick up. Yeah. She
What
gives
is
you-
this? Fucking Safe Turtles or something? The fuck? Who designed this, man? It's probably your boy.
It is our boy.
Is
Sick
our
cans.
great friend.
Thanks, buddy. Sick, bro. What is it, $5
Okay,
each?
now you gotta go like that. And you slide it back,
What? Okay.
and you slide it back. There you go.
There you
That's
go.
it.
See?
You're good. You're
What
in.
did they patent the other way?
Yeah, you're in.
You gotta pay a royalty to use it the other way.
It's a great
You're
question.
What the
fucking in.
fuck is
Yeah,
this,
no, you
man?
spin
Cheers
it.
to that.
Spin it. Cheers to that fucking good old cycle, boys.
Sick, dude. Thanks, man.
So,
Don't mean to
Get a
shit
little-
on the boys' water. Good for you. It's cool.
Okay, so
yeah.
it's the fucking MBH podcast. Money buys motherfucking happiness.
Yep. Allegedly.
When you hear that,
Mhm.
what do you think?
I think a lot of things, man. It's tough. I gotta concentrate my thoughts here.
Okay.
There's a couple different ways I can go with this. I wouldn't say, let's say, not necessarily money. Let's say like, social media followers make happiness. Let's pretend that was the question you asked.
Okay.
I'd say it doesn't, because statistics show that like 80% of kids under 18 want to be YouTubers, Instagrammers, influencers. They think once they become that, they'll like, it's the best thing to be. It's not. It's, you're in this constant, because this podcast, if the podcast does good or bad, you go home, you're still Ernesto, right?
Yeah.
But if the show is you and the video doesn't do good, you feel like you're not doing good.
Yeah.
And then you get pressure to kind of change how you are to get those views again. It's like a drug. You want to keep going, right?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people associate being big on social media with happiness, but it's bullshit. And one thing I've found is I'd rather be happier with what I'm doing than make money. And that's kind of why like I've bottlenecked a lot of my content, because like I was saying to you guys, huge opportunity for degeneracy, but I'm just not that interested in growing my Instagram that much.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the money equivalent of what I do would be, I would ideally like to make enough money just doing what I'm interested in, that I could get, enough that I can have enough money for my kids and my grandkids, and then maybe support my immediate people around me, but not necessarily go more than that. And it is within the realm of possibility for me to get to that next level. But I've gone through points where I had no money and where I had money, and I was actually happier when I didn't have that much money.
Damn.
And I know that's not what a lot of you guys want to hear. I think it's important to follow your passion, but there's a sweet spot where you make enough that you're happy. And but if it's, don't get caught in the trap of trying to make like godly amounts thinking you'll be happy, because you won't be.
Yeah. Well, because it's always a never-ending chase at that point, right? But a lot of what we talk about, and I actually agree with a lot of what you're saying. A lot of what we say, and a lot of people that come on here say is, it's a tool for happiness. So, for example, if your happiness comes in being able to feed your family, your immediate friends, and get everybody to a certain point, you need money to do it.
That's a clutch happiness right there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need money, so it's like, fuck. Now, the best way to go about it is, can you reach that point to be able to provide doing something you love?
Boom.
That is kind of that's the sweet spot you're talking about.
Yeah.
But that becomes hard, right? Because how many people, want to be a fucking investment banker sitting in front of a fucking computer all day looking at Dogecoin flying around? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm down.
Some people like that.
No, some people do, some people don't. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For you, I guess it's being a filmmaker.
Yeah.
Quote unquote. We'll put quote unquote.
Allegedly.
For now.
Entrepreneur.
For you, it's that, right? So if you can get to that point, that's a fucking hard path to go, man. Like you didn't choose an easy one.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's going to be a nice long road ahead.
It'd be, I think the proper term, like disposable income buys happiness.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freedom. It's almost like
Once
financial freedom.
you make like enough that you're doing okay, then you know, plus you can invest, because it's getting a lot harder to realistically have the same life that our parents had here.
Yeah.
Because, you know, real estate, the job market. But I know so many people that came from other countries that were like ass broke. Yeah. And they're just walking around smiling all day because it's way better than where they came from in like Egypt or China or wherever. So like whenever I hang out with them, it just kind of makes me realize, like, at the end of the day, like, not that much matters, because you could be making money, but like if you're not happy about it, and nobody's open about this. I feel like no other creators are actually honest about how much they don't enjoy living up to some kind of image on social media, and that the money isn't making them happy, you know? Yeah. Because that's bad for business, man.
Of course.
See, for me, I just want to get there and then go off the map.
That's the fucking move.
Don't fucking call me ever again.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, if that's the real strategy. Look, if you guys want to make money, here's how you can make enough money to retire in 3 years. Let me give you the sauce, okay?
Wow.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Go apprentice for a fucking tradesman. Find out how to do some kind of trade where you can offer a service such as, let's say, you know, building a driveway or a concrete patio, a porch, a fence, whatever, all right? You charge materials times 2, okay? You get a friend that's strong, train him how to do it as well. Next thing you know, you're making like a $20,000 pool in the backyard or something like that. 7 or 8 months of doing it every day, you're gonna get really good at it. You're gonna hire somebody else to manage it for you. Half of that is a profit margin. Then you get somebody, you're paying them 20, 30 an hour, whatever, 2 days to do it. You have like $4,000 or $5,000 a job you're making, okay? Do that for 2 or 3 years, invest that money, take as much as you can cash, okay? So that way the government doesn't hear about it, allegedly. Do that, invest in, like, the stock market's so fucking dumb right now. An idiot can make money. Like, I made 20% on Tesla doing nothing like 3 or 4 days ago. Invest a little bit of it, put some into some dividends, and then have somebody else take over your construction business, fuck off to the mountains, and then do what you want. That's it.
So I mean, that sounds like, are you gonna do that?
I feel I've thought about it. I've honestly thought about it, because I've created this whole like audience of people that just love the videos I do, and they like me, and I feel obligated to kind of keep making for them, producing for them. They're like my children. They're kind of like my family, I guess. Yeah, you know, I have to inspire them. To me, it doesn't feel like I'm just being myself, but to them, it, like, a lot of people have probably started podcasts watching you guys, or, you know, done some more business related stuff because they saw you and they saw one of those clutch little fucking reels.
There you go.
That gave good advice. Love it. Yeah, the super cuts.
Love it. Super cuts.
Yeah.
Dope.
Well, fuck, man. Listen, it's been a fucking pleasure having you on.
Yeah.
Super
the
random.
pod ever, boys. That was a fast
No,
one.
where are we at? 50 minutes.
50 minutes,
No, not our quickest
That's pretty
one.
long, actually.
Yeah? How long you guys pods usually?
We usually do like 45 minutes to like an hour.
Oh, yeah?
Some have been like half an hour, too.
We range, you know what I mean?
Fucking Roman Babe one.
Yeah.
15 minutes.
2 seconds.
Fuck.
Where can everyone find you online?
Just search Jack Denmo or Virgin Squad on YouTube, Instagram. TikTok, I'm on there.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Can we, if we want to catch you outside, where we catch you in the Hammer?
Yeah, don't come to my house though, man. No, I had to block my address from the comments, man. People are showing up at my house, bro.
Damn,
come on.
good or bad?
Not good.
No,
it's never good.
Nudes,
man.
no nudes.
Oh well, what? I send them in the mail to me? That's fucking how it works, buddy.
In person nudes.
Yeah, but dude, apparently there's a curfew coming.
Yep.
You know,
shout out
to Dougie.
Yeah, he's a good guy though. He's fucking great
Solid guy, man.
Solid guy, right?
Fucking beauty, eh?
People change.
I think honestly, he's at a point where he just has to double down because he's so invested in the lockdown that he can't back out now.
No,
right? But you know, learn from what other places are doing that have opened back up. That's my 2 cents.
That can be a long call.
We're all on the no-fly list now, by the way.
All of us.
At that point, man, listen, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on, bro. Appreciate you coming by. I think we'll have to sit down again, maybe in a year from now, and see if you started your pool business.
Yeah.
Or if you,
the trade business.
Still slamming and blasting and drilling.
or the hammer. Or, you know, hopefully the Virgin Squad gets picked up by fucking Netflix. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, man.
See where she goes.
I'd love to, you know, make my own Superbad one day. That'd be cool. Just a movie.
Throw us in there.
I'm fucking rooting for you, bro.
Yeah,
I'm rooting
thanks,
for you,
boys.
man.
We all are, bro.
What are your guys' fucking visions? That's what I want to hear.
Oh,
okay,
wow.
okay.
Yeah. Turn the camera on
Turn
these
the cameras
lads
back
right
on.
here.
Get the lights back on in this bitch.
Yeah.
Do you want to start?
Come on,
Like the
Ernesto.
vision for myself or the company?
what is money buying happiness to you? What do you want to do with your company, your brand, and like why? Where does it take you?
We have similar goals when it comes to kind of building out a media type of company that handles that oversees a bunch of different kind of media. Podcasts could be one, marketing services could be another, different kind of assets or investments. But we're very people focused here. I've always said this, I just want to keep building our team, which we have. So I want to keep doing that. This podcast is to give people value, give people the balls to go out there and do what they want to do by showing other people are doing it. And get to talk to cool people like yourself, man. But other than that, when it comes to money buying happiness, I think that if you know what you want to do with your money, then money can buy you happiness. If you just want money in general, I don't think that's the way to go.
Yeah, money can definitely buy like imagine if you could not have to work and then just
unreal
kind of live off money that you made. You know, a lot of people do that. They'll make a lot of money in their 20s, 30s. But the reason, like, if you guys caught me a couple months ago, I would have had a totally different answer. But I met this dude that spent his whole 20s like grinding on a startup, and his startup did really good, but then they went bankrupt. He had to move back in with his dad, and then he was offered like a job working for Snapchat, making like $200K a year. Turned it down, started his own business, made money, but like now he's like 31, 32, and I was hanging out with him, and we were talking about like what I should do kind of thing. And he's like, look, dude, I wasted my whole 20s trying to make as much money as I could, and I never got to enjoy any of it. You know, he was so focused on just trying to kind of like earn money, but then he had all this money at like 31, 32.
It's like, what the fuck?
And now he's kind of old. Like all his friends have a kid, or they're in a relationship, or they're just in the old hometown, and he felt very isolated. And now he travels and meets people, but it's a little bit different vibe when you're like in your 30s, because most of the people that are traveling and doing fun stuff are in their 20s, right? Yeah. So he said, he's like, Jack, I always had the skills to make a lot of money, and those skills will never go anywhere. So I could have had way more fun in my 20s, and then those skills in my 30s, they still would have been there, right?
Could have balanced it out, maybe.
Yeah, but I think it's a good balance. I think you should have those skills, put them to use to build an empire when you're young and you can network and all that, but also equally take that experience part of your life.
Of course.
Because we can always just chill in Toronto and just hang out with the same people. Like, all your boys aren't going anywhere. So you guys can just fuck around the next couple of years, like travel the rest of the world, fail at shit, come back, and you're always going to have friends here that like you, and you can always do this. I mean, you could probably do this remotely too. I mean, of course, you have a whole marketing empire here.
Yeah.
Dean, you ready to fucking? We already told you we're going to Tulum, bro.
I'm on the road with you. Boy.
Yeah. All right.
Tulum?
All right.
Straight to Mexico.
What about you, buddy? What's your
Well, he kind of nailed it. We do have a similar vision. Thank God. That's why we're partners in this business.
Yeah.
We want to focus on building the media side of it. I take a lot. Like Dave Portnoy is a big inspiration of mine. Not because of the degenerate side of things, a little bit, but just because of the way he built what he has built, and I think it was built on the back of never thinking about the money, but just doing it because he enjoyed it. And I think that's what we do inside, these four walls. Everyone who walks in here, is a part of our family, is a part of the growth of neighborhood. We see it obviously as a business because it needs to run and the bills need to be paid, but it's like more of that. It's like, it's more than that. Neighborhood has become just like a hub, a hub, like a place where people can come and
space.
Not necessarily. We don't necessarily have random people working in here. Everyone who works, everyone who's in here is a part of the family, is a part of the team.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. When you walk here, it doesn't feel like you walked in here.
Yeah. It seems chill, man.
It seems chill, right? And that's kind of the way we want to build it, and we want to continue building this thing and the media side of it on the back of doing things that we love. So this podcast, like Ernesto said, we do it because we like to do it. Like I didn't wake up today saying, oh fuck, I gotta fucking film this podcast. So I was like, I was excited, right? You're someone I never met, so that was a cool aspect.
Yeah.
So we want to just continue doing things we love. And then outside of that, like in terms of the money and whatnot, I've always been an entrepreneur. I've been selling like fucking shit for as long as I could remember, like anything. Like I used to sell fucking Beyblades in like elementary school.
Yeah,
like I was always hustling, always figuring something out. I just want to get to a point where I think it's kind of what I was saying earlier, where I can take care of my family and take care of my friends too, like my close circle, and just kind of elevate everybody. And then be able to go and like travel to fucking, wherever, like anywhere, fucking Croatia on a yacht with my friends and shit like that. Like I have these crazy aspirations, I guess, but
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Like a Croatia on a yacht.
You know what I mean? Croatia on a yacht.
I feel like you got a vision board somewhere.
It's in my mind. But you know what? It has to be built on the back of doing things that I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's the most important part of it. So as long as you love what you're doing, the money, it's a cliche thing, you focus on doing something you love first and the money comes after. And so I think I just
imagine you boys wake up one day and this podcast alone is just bringing you like 50,000 a month revenue.
Unreal.
How fucking nice would that be?
Money buys happiness.
See, that would be nice.
I'll start doing backflips. I don't even know how to do a backflip. I would start right there.
There's some kind of number, I suppose. I remember reading this article a couple years ago about like the happiness level. It's about $80,000.
Yeah.
But as far as like happiness plus a legacy where you can buy a house, have kids, and then, I think if you guys probably made like, let's spitball, if in the before 30, you guys racked up like $2 or $3 million. You invested it properly, had a nice house. You could probably just do a podcast the rest of your life, just kind of chill, have a nice wife, raise some kids, and you'd be fucking blessed.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Do you guys have a number in mind, or bigger than that? I feel like it is bigger than that.
It's way bigger than that.
Yeah, it's juicy
bigger,
number.
Man.
It's nice and juicy.
Yeah.
We have big goals, man.
Oh, fuck. You're talking to the wrong guy, bro. Like,
Our appetite just, like you said, when you hit a goal, the appetite gets bigger, right? And you got to kind of control that sometimes because your appetite gets too big sometimes. But I think we're at a healthy balance of hitting goals and raising our appetite a little bit more.
Yeah.
But it's way more than that.
Do you have like a 5-year visualization? I know you said like boat in Croatia, but I'm sure you have a better like 5 years from now.
More detailed.
You
like a more...
and Dave Portnoy are on a podcast, like some kind of shit like that.
Yeah, like I think we can get there faster than that.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of I guess we'll circle it back to the business. If we could have this business in 5 years with maybe 50 employees,
now we're talking.
You know what I mean? 50
employees. You understand? Yeah.
You guys just come in, bring coffees to everybody. You're heroes.
50
espressos. That's it all day.
Come in, oversee everything, but then like me and him or whatever walk over to the area, film a podcast. Fucking go to the fucking mini soccer court, go run a game, like shit like that. Like I would want to be like around in 5 years, it could be like 50 employees, have like a nice like almost like a warehouse office space, like a fucking Google Flex,
like a pool hall and shit.
You know what I mean? Like a fucking Google Flex where you have like all these different,
like a ball pit and all that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. One of those. So I think
catered lunches.
Yeah,
catered lunches, ping pong.
You can decide to go to Hawaii
beer
and
pong.
Hunt for like 2 months if you want.
I think that's where that would be like somewhere between
money, but
that would be somewhere between 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
And then retire on Bridle Path in Toronto.
Oh,
yeah,
is that a nice area?
Huge, bro.
Yeah, that's like that's where Drake is.
Oh.
That's like probably the only way that
you want a big house, eh?
I want like 30, 40, 50,000 square feet.
Fuck, dude. Just move to the country, dude.
The thing is also like I've grown up in the city, so I love the city, so I don't want to leave. So I want to be able to have that in the city, but to be able to do that, you need to have like 30 mil just for your house alone.
Yeah, man.
I'm one of those guys that wants just a massive house, just to have a massive house, just to be like,
so
this guy worked his fucking ass off.
Yeah, that's
not
true.
even people over. I'll be in there chilling, like alone.
Be by yourself, eh?
Yeah, straight up.
That's a good goal, man.
But yeah, we got massive goals here. But
massive.
We try to be calculated with them. Try to make sure that we're working towards them without burning out, because that's like happening a lot.
Yeah.
But
well, when you got two guys, like partnership, it's clutch because you can always motivate each other. It's way 100%. Funner to work when you're burned out, when you got a dude with you, like joke with and shit.
100%.
No, yeah.
Keeps the energy going.
Yeah.
But
I envy you guys. I envy people that have big goals like that.
Thanks, brother.
Fucking nice.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It ends up being good for us.
It'll fucking drive you insane.
Yeah,
though. It'll keep you up late at night. A lot of the times it'll fucking make you have nightmares. It'll wake you up and feel fucked because you're like, holy shit, I have this dream. And I think when you put yourself in a situation where you're like, my goal is to make that much money and do this and build this empire. Mm-hmm. It's like you're saying, where it's like, fuck, you want to take a Saturday off, but then you're like sitting there for 10 minutes relaxing. You're like, I gotta get back to work. I gotta fucking start working. Who the hell is gonna get the mansion here?
Yeah, man.
So it's a blessing and a curse.
The artist's dilemma, kind of like they say, if you love art but you make a living doing it, like that's your job, you might actually start hating it because you have all these deadlines with all that shit. And that was something I experienced because I always dreamed of just working for myself. But then once you actually start doing it, like you can find ways to make it enjoyable. But there is a lot to be said about, I think, the materialistic world we live in, where people want to be famous more than they want to be happy.
Yeah.
Because they think it equates to the same thing.
That's a problem. See, I could fucking care less to be famous. I just want the money.
Yeah.
And I want to reach the goals. And if my face never had to be involved, I wouldn't care for a second.
That's the secret spot, bro. That's the best place to be. That
is the single handed, it's the hardest position to be in.
Yeah.
To put yourself in a position to be like, yeah, I've grown this business this big, this and that, and be nowhere in the limelight at all. Like, I feel like it's almost impossible.
Well, unless you become a contractor, man. Like I'm telling you.
Yeah, but then that doesn't make me happy though.
That's true. Yeah.
See what I mean?
Actually, yeah, that's a good. The guys I know that are contractors that do really well, they just want to have a family and then bring over their family from whatever
their goals are.
Yeah, I think fulfillment is like the happiest people are going to be are when you're with friends, family, like-minded people, and even you should always enjoy being alone with yourself and doing what you do.
It's important, yeah.
But if you just do what you do and you don't have that with you too, you won't be happy.
Absolutely.
Preach.
Fuck, man.
Make money.
Preach. We're fucking preaching hard. we almost ended the episode, and we came back for another 15 minutes of preaching.
Yeah, you guys
I love it.
Picked me on a preachy day, man.
I love it.
The podcast I was on before, it's like a comedy podcast, though. Yeah. We were saying some real fucked up shit.
Come on here, your fucking happiness.
Yeah.
Talking about
I'm all wild up, I feel like a lot of people will probably come on here and they're like, yeah, you guys are 100% correct, you know, just very agreeable.
No, honestly, it's a good mix. It's a good mix. It's a good mix.
No, it's true. We have had people come on and agree with everything we're saying, some who don't, but that's the beauty of it, right? You've come on, you said some fucking shit, bro.
Yeah, I fucking, it's tough. There's a lot of people that they probably want to be me and have a lot of followers online and stuff, but guys, I'm telling you, I was very happy with a small business where I was making $7,000-8,000 a month. And I just got to hang out with my friends. That was the fucking sweetest thing ever. But as we all get older, wife, kids, if you choose to get married, getting a house, you got to make more money. So, 20s is make or break for a lot of people, man. Yeah. It's.
But I feel like it's the 20s are tough, man. And you're supposed to come out of school, know what you want to do, have your whole life put together.
You guys go to school?
I never went to school.
I went to school, yeah.
Yeah. What'd you do?
Business.
Nice.
I did engineering 1 year, business another year.
Where do you go, fucking Guelph or something?
I actually went to the States for 1 year. I was on soccer scholarship.
Oh,
then I went to Ryerson.
Oh, okay.
To do engineering, hated it, and then I went to York and did business, finished there. But if you want my honest opinion, it was whatever, man. I met people. That was the best thing about it.
The structure was. I like having a bunch of people like-minded working on projects and shit, and then you have this huge social circle, right? Ooh. And it kind of you have a purpose because when we're kids. Up until you graduate school, your entire life is spent September to April in a classroom. So it's all you know, man. Yeah. People get out in the wild on their own. They get scared, man. They're like, fuck, moving in back with my parents. Yeah. All my friends are far away. Entrepreneurship sounds really fucking deadly, man.
Yeah.
And
it's definitely easier said than done. And I think that's important for anyone trying to get into entrepreneurship, that it's hard fucking work.
Yeah, man. What about you? Were you like a barber or fucking club promoter or something like that?
Yeah, I was a club promoter at one time.
Yeah.
Okay. Prior to this business, but nothing. I went to school or whatever, and I got into university. Decided not to go. Yeah. Because I already knew what it was. But like I said, I've been selling things since the fucking dawn of time. Mm-hmm. Elementary school, I was making good money. Then I went to high school, started selling bus tickets. My mom had a Connect, so I was getting cheap bus tickets, and I was flipping them. It was crazy. I was making crazy money, and then I started selling weed.
Oh yeah,
and that was big bucks. That was good money back in the day for me at that time. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right, I already just want to sell shit and make money. I was always the flip. The greatest thing in life is the flip. You buy this for that much and you flip it for that,
Yeah.
And so I just took a liking to that and realized that that was where I wanted to be. Was like, yeah, fuck school, whatever. My parents were like, all right, well, it's fine. You don't have to go to school, but you have to get a job right away.
Right.
So I went right to work at TD Bank right out of high school. Worked there for a year and a half, almost 2 years. I was a fucking monster. I was selling visas to everybody that looked at me.
Yeah.
and they were loving it. And then I was in a position to get a promotion, but then I was just looking at the people above me, and I was like, these people hate their fucking lives. Like, coming in here, they hate it. They drink 10 fucking
double doubles
in an
No
hour.
espressos,
Like,
bro.
people are shaking. Like, these people hate their lives. They hate each other. They come in here, they pretend. I'm like, this is who the fuck wants to work here?
Yeah, man.
And then, you know, in the middle of that, I started a business.
What's creepy about that though, bro, before you continue,
Yeah.
fucking 8 or 9 hours into that, you kind of feel like you did something that day. You come home, you're kind of like,
No, that's what it was.
it's work. It's that
I was living
comfort.
Yeah.
I was living with
know?
I was living with
Feels good.
I was living with 2 other guys, like 2 other roommates, and they were in school. They were smoking weed all day, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'd come home with fucking suit and tie. And I thought I was
I think you're cool like me.
Yeah, I thought I was cool like you.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
walking in,
It's
I
a
was like,
fucking
whatever.
clip-on. It's a
I thought I
clip-on.
did something.
Yeah.
But in actuality, I did fucking nothing. I was doing nothing all day, just mindless. So I started a business, whatever. It worked, and then that one failed. I started another one. That one worked for
What
a
were
bit,
the
then it
businesses?
failed.
What were they?
One was I was doing a ticket resale company. So I was buying like bulk tickets to like music festivals in Toronto.
Good idea.
Like I'm talking, I would get private loans,
Okay.
and I'd buy like $100,000 worth of tickets,
Damn.
and I'd sell them, and it was fucked. I was making money that I would have never imagined I was making at that age.
Yeah.
But
Cocaine,
then it
though?
ended up no,
No, okay,
no, I was
that's
never,
good.
I never went there.
Good.
I had opportunities, I never went there.
Yeah.
But and then a couple years of like cancellations and shit like that, and it fucked me up. And then I took the high road and said, I have to refund these people instead of being a prick and just running away with their money.
Yeah.
And in refunding these people, I lost everything.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't want people, I'd rather have no money and people be like, this guy's a genuine guy, he's honest, instead of me being like, let me run away, take their money, I have all this money, but now no one will ever buy anything else from me. No one will ever trust me in business.
Become a fucking leper.
Yeah.
Yeah, blacklisted.
I
Yeah.
get blacklisted. I'm no fly zone.
Yeah.
And so I did that, and then club promoting, met this guy.
Yeah.
A couple years later, here we are.
So when's the last time you guys had a normal job?
I was 19, so that would have been 6 years ago. For
6
me.
years ago? Holy shit. What about you, Ernesto?
Maybe when I was 20.
Damn.
20?
Dane?
I worked at a fucking grocery store.
2019.
Oh shit. That's when I quit my last job too, buddy. This guy fucks, man.
Cheers.
Nice, man. Yeah. The
It's-
fucking.
Once you kind of decide to go on your own, it's like it's really tough to go back to a corporate kind of setting, you know?
Oh man, you'd never, unless you're like a consultant or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
You'd never want to go back to, well, maybe not a grocery store, but even the bank, dude. Like a nice cushy job where they have
Yeah, yeah.
benefits and a good salary. But
You can get sucked in. You
you're
can
a
get sucked in.
box. You're in a box.
You can get easily sucked into that life.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day,
Good luck getting a fucking mortgage too.
Yeah.
Running your own business.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But
dude.
they'll give you a loan to go to school, no problem.
Yeah.
yeah, they'll give you 40, 50K to put yourself in debt.
Boys, I love how tuition's the same price even though people aren't even in classrooms.
Oh,
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. Money make the world go round.
Dude.
That's all it is.
It's crazy,
Classic
man.
schmovid.
Yeah. It's a weird time to be alive, boys. Got to keep it positive though, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, another
Yeah.
big message to all the people watching. Exercise, man. If you're in your own
Love
head, like honestly, I don't want to work out. It's not fun. But if you force yourself to, you just feel really good afterwards, and then your body relaxes,
Yeah.
and you just can chill. You know, you kind of think things clearly. It's like
Of course.
the famous saying, "Sleep on it." You
Yeah.
know, if you have a tough decision,
Yeah.
sleep, and then you wake up, and then you know what? I wasn't even mad at that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay.
I agree. I agree.
It's
I'm
important
with you.
advice.
Well, okay, I think we asked you where we can find you, but we'll ask you again. Where the fuck can we find you?
Fucking, my name's Justin Bieber. Search online. Fucking follow me. I don't care. Fuck me. Don't even follow me. I don't even care.
Jack Denmo. We'll put it up somewhere on the
Yeah,
screen.
Yeah.
But,
Donate to a charity. Fucking go watch Seaspiracy.
Oh,
Banger movie, by the way.
Oh, don't get us started.
please don't.
We're gonna have to extend this another 20 minutes. But honestly, man, it's been an absolute pleasure. Appreciate you coming on, bro. We'll have you back in a year or something. We'll figure it out. We'll get you back on here. But it's been a pleasure,
Keep
man.
the energy alive, bro. Love the energy, bro.
Yeah, man.
Love it.
You caught me on a high energy day. Usually
Yeah.
I'm, you know,
No, this is good. This is
way
good.
back, but I'm fired up today.
There we go.
On that note, we're out.